Association, we're proud to bring you the season of outrigger regatta racing. These teams of 70-plus-year-old women are waiting for that flag to drop. They're ready to get going, and they're going to sprint across the bay right behind my back, and they are going to make their way across to the flag, turn that canoe on a dime, and bring it on back. It'll be about 4 or 5 minutes of an entire all-out sprint. These ladies have been practicing since 2 months ago. We've got fins in the water. We've got some exciting Kona canoe racing action. All of these paddlers are on the edge of their seats, and those seats are koa wood seats. Every canoe club that participates in any one of these 8 sanctioned races needs to participate in a koa wood canoe. Our buttery smooth drone footage is high in the sky right now, taking a look at all of these 70-plus-year-old paddlers from 5 different clubs across the entire island of Hawaii. They are waiting for the flag to drop. There is a starting boat, and as soon as they call it, this will be the exciting start to the Keauhou Regatta here in Kailua Kona. We're here at an exciting, historic race course, and we here at Big Wave Media Hawaii are excited to bring you this start. Let me lay out for a moment and let you see as this race starts. Again, this is the women's 70-year-old division. Now this is an exciting race coming up. 7 canoe clubs from all across the island. We got Keauhou, Kauai, Keauhou, Kamehameha, Keauhou, Kaiehitu, and Hoimana right here, scheduled to race here in this race. Last week was the first sanctioned race with Moku o Hawaii. And that race, this half-mile race, was taken by canoe number 55. That's Kamehameha Canoe Club. Now we're going to see if those 70-plus-year-old ladies can bring it back for another win. And we have started. It's the official beginning of the Keauhou Regatta. And these ladies are sprinting probably faster than you've seen in any more of our canoe racing coverage. This is the shortest race that we are seeing here. We're talking about 4.5 minutes, and our drone is zooming over each club. You can take a look at your stroke. You can take a look at your strategies. You can take a look at how you all are working together. Because ladies and gentlemen, here, it takes all 6 in to get that canoe moving. Now we got some spicy, spicy coverage here. Oh yeah, baby. Look at that drone coverage. We got locked amas all the way down. Now, if you're looking towards the top of your screen, that is Kona side right there. That is Mauka side on the top of your screen. Down on the bottom of your screen is Makai, that's ocean side. All of these 7 canoes are making their way down the race course right now from the left-hand side of your screen to the right-hand side of your screen. Right at the right-hand side of your screen, you're going to start seeing a flag poke into view. That flag is pivotal. The last person in each canoe, that is the steersman, that is the steerswoman. They are likely on a slightly different path. They're on a slightly different paddling routine and regimen because they have to actually activate that turn around that flag. We're seeing these canoes start to make their way. We're seeing a little bit of separation here, and this is about a 4.5 minute race. So this is gonna go fast for these ladies. Our drone is locked in on this coverage, which is excellent, 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 because you can really see how these ladies have to work together every single stroke. Now I'm gonna get a nice close look. I'm gonna make sure that's okay with my production team, because because I want to get a nice close look here, and I'm going to keep an eye on the coverage here. Oh yeah. Now every canoe club, they've got their own special koa wood canoe. Each koa wood canoe is special to each club. Now we'll talk more about that in a little bit. But as you can see, all these steerswomen are starting to put their ama on the flag. They're activating that turn. And once you're in that turn, you cannot bury that flag. That's a nice, nice clean turn right there. These ladies look like they're about to call out. They're at various levels of the turn right there. You want to be one of the first ones out. Oh yeah, that last canoe right there, kind of far from the flag. A little far from the flag. That means those ladies are going to be paddling a little bit more to get out of the hole and get back to the finish line. That finish line is going to be right behind us, and it is a special sight to see those beautiful koa wood canoes glistening in the water. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Right there ahead, that is Keauhou right in the front. That is their canoe, Hei Pualani, a beautiful koa wood canoe. Each koa wood canoe has its own character. We're starting to see a battle here unfold. Oh, that looks like that might be, oh, is that Keauhou coming in right there? Now, Keauhou's got a few different koa wood canoes. Canoe club with a lot going on. And our drone is currently locked in on those ladies in green. Looks like they're swinging together. That's Keauhou. And it looks like they might just have a little bit of a stroke right there. That looks like that might be, oh boy, is that might be Keauhou right there. We're going to keep an eye on that number right there. It looks like it could be Keauhou. And this race is coming to its dramatic conclusion. Again, every race we see here, we've got about 45 of them. And we're going to cover as many of them as we can for you all. What we're seeing here is about a 4.5 to 5 minute long race. Ooh, yeah. Oh yeah, there's that battle right there, right in the middle. Looks like those lanes might be running. Now here in Kona, every lane runs a little bit different, just like every space you might be running a regatta. We're seeing that finish kind of take place on the inside right there. Oh yeah, looks like our 1, 2, and 3 are unofficial there. Looks like Keauhou is unofficially battling for that 3rd place finish right there. That might be Keauhou on the outside right there with just a boat length behind. And these ladies are pushing it all the way. And they're going to finish right at that last flag here. They got to bring their canoe all the way through. Oh boy, it looks like we might just have a tight finish for this 70s division here. And we'll be able to get you these official results on Moku's website, ladies and gentlemen. And these ladies are bringing it in. Oh, there it is. Nice finish. And all teams are going to bring it in across the line, even if they just finish. That is worth points. We'll talk more about those points for each division as we move forward. But that is the exciting conclusion to our first race. That's the women's 70s here at the Keauhou Regatta. Now, as our drone starts to hover over, you'll see those ladies make their way back to the pier. They're probably picking up 1 or 2 people in their canoe. And the reason they're picking people up in their canoe, seemingly extra people, is that is their boat holder. Probably a coach or some other kind of a paddler that's part of the club. And they help to steady the canoe in the very beginning of the race. This race, regatta racing, is so unique to the state of Hawaii. And the way we do it here on the island of Hawaii is even more unique, ladies and gentlemen. But the point is, these races all start from a stopped, standing canoe start at the flag. Oh yeah, we see a bunch of people jumping in the water. We're gonna keep our eyes, oh yeah, that's not just people jumping in the water. That is dolphins jumping in and out of the water right now. It is a beautiful day for canoe racing here in Kailua Kona Bay. Ladies and gentlemen, we are excited to bring you the Moku o Hawaii Outrigger Canoe Racing Association Keauhou Regatta. We're here with Big Wave Media Hawaii live in Kailua Kona, Hawai'i. We're gonna take a quick break here and we'll be back to bring you the men's 70 half-mile race. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Kailua, Kona Bay. My name is OC Juan. Again, I'm here with Big Wave Media Hawai'i. We're here on the shores of Kailua, Kona Bay, and we are right in the middle of an exciting regatta race. Ladies and gentlemen, you got to regatta. All of these canoe clubs are in Keauhou canoes, and we are smack dab in the middle of the men's 70-year-old race here at the Keauhou Regatta at Kailua Kona Pier. Now, these are 70-year-old men plus in each canoe. We've got 3 different clubs out there, and last week we saw this race taken by Keauhou, bunch of hammer, silver-haired foxes over there, and we're gonna see how the dramatic conclusion of this race happens here. Now, those men are going half mile. That means that this race is gonna be a fast sprint. Gonna be about 4.5 to 5 minutes. They're gonna hit that flag, turn it right on the ama, and come right around. Now, like I said, we were right in the middle of this race, so you're seeing those steersmen hit that turn right now. Oh yeah, first in the turn right there on the right-hand side of your screen. Beautiful triple coverage, just that beautiful, buttery, smooth drone coverage. Oh my goodness, that's brought to you by West Hawaii Surf Shots here working with us. That's Brian Kisper bringing us that buttery smooth drone footage. We got a 3-canoe race right now. Now we're seeing it on the right-hand side of your screen. That canoe is just about half a boat length ahead, and it looks to me like they might take this race. They got about a 1/4 mile left to go all the way in. But I'll tell you what, all of these 70-plus-year-old men, they are not giving up here. They're putting the pedal to the metal. They're putting that paddle down, and they're working all the way back to their flag. Like I said, last week at the Keauhou Regatta, we saw Keauhou take this in that light blue canoe and yellow canoe. But right now, we're seeing, it looks to me like it might be taken just a boat length ahead by another canoe club. And that other canoe club looks to be, oh, there's Keauhou. There's the Keauhou 70 men. And you better believe they're powering down. There's Uncle Vernie in the back trying to work their way back. Looks like they might be just a few boat lengths too far behind. We'll see if Keauhou can hang on to their finish from last week. It looks like it's going to be a battle. But I'll tell you one thing. All of these 70-year-old paddlers look like they're going home with a medal. That's my kind of division right there. You love to see a division with just 3 canoes. Someone's going home first, someone's going home second, and someone is going home third. Our drone is on the opposite side right now of the action. We're seeing those paddlers come right back down to the left-hand side of your screen, now towards the top of your screen as our drone just boogies around to see this dramatic finish. And it does look like Keauhou might be taken, and that might be Keauhou. That is Keauhou on the inside, and they're about a half a boat length. Unofficially, it looks like they might just take that. That's going to be a photo finish with Keauhou coming in 3rd place right there. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want the official results, you have got to go to Moku's website. They'll get you all the regatta results there. Here, we're giving you these unofficial results. That was a battle for the men's 70 division, and here at Moku o Hawai'i with the Keauhou Regatta. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna take a small break here. Our drone is gonna linger around and show you that beautiful footage. There is nothing like Kailua Kona Bay waters on a beautiful Saturday morning. All those cold wood canoes are making their way back to that pier. That pier is stuffed with paddlers. People jumping all over. You got action. People are stoked to come on over here. But we're going to take a small break and we'll be right back with our women's 65 5 division race. So we'll see you soon with Big Wave Media Hawai'i. Hoi ba'a. Ladies and gentlemen, I am very excited to be back here for another race. We are here for the exciting race as the flag gets ready to drop on the women's 65 half-mile race for the Keauhou Regatta here with Moku o Hawai'i in association with the Hawaii Canoe Racing Association. We got 8 groups of 65 plus ladies out there. All canoes have 6 paddlers in them, and those ladies are coiled up for a half-mile race. We're starting to see a little bit of action. Now we see last week's winners from the Keauhou Regatta down there on that money lane on the very bottom of your screen. That's Puna. And Puna, along with all of those other ladies, are working their way as they take a look. They're all coiled up, and the race is on, baby. That's the women's 65 regatta here at Keauhou Regatta with Moku o Hawai'i and Kailua Bay. Now, last week, like I said, that inside crew, Puna, took gold, and they did it pretty handedly. They did it with a 10-second lead last week. So we're going to see if any of these 65-plus-year-old crews can make their way on over. Looks like we see a lot of action. We see these ladies pressing. Our drone is swooping by. I think I see Kauai out there on the outside. Now our drone is on the opposite side, looking at that beautiful, iconic Kailua Bay. You can see every single hole. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we've got our steers women in the back. They've got 40 feet of total lane usage. Now that gets very tricky because these canoes are 40 feet. So they got 40 feet on either side. When they're coming up to these flags, they have to be extremely mindful of their turns and deftly rotate that canoe around that ama on the flag. We're seeing a lot of action here, and it looks like today's race will be even more exciting than last week's race. We got about 7 canoes locked dead step right now, and we just got a little bit of action between each other. Now, Puna Canoe Club is known for a big, strong stroke. They got a strong adult program. They came in hard last week to come in 2nd place in the AAA division. Now, excuse me, in the single A division, in the AAA division. We'll talk more about our divisions a little bit later on. But Puna comes from an ilk of strong adult paddlers right here. And they're showing why here. All 6 ladies are locked in, and every stroke looks like they're bringing them just a little bit closer to that flag. You'll see every steerswoman is locked in on their color flag because they have got to approach properly. Every Keauhou canoe turns slightly differently. Oh, and Puna looks like they're first angling into the turn. Yep, our drone is kind of switching up their view right here. Looks like we might be wrapping up on our coverage with the drone. We're gonna change our battery. We're going right back to our finisher cam right now. And I'm gonna make sure to give you eyes right here with my binoculars, ladies and gentlemen. We got eye on the action right here. And it does look like Puna is first out of the turn. Puna looks like they're first out of the turn right now. And that gives them a moment to restart and get back to the finish. This is the women's 65 division, and they are working their way all the way back. Puna does seem to have a little bit of a stroke here on them. Now we're going to get our drone coverage back in the sky once we get things resettled and ready to go. But I am starting to see that classic patented adult Puna stroke take advantage right now. These ladies had a 10-second advantage last week, and it looks to me like they might be putting on another clinical trial this week here because they are about 2 boat lengths away from the rest of their competition. And that is not an easy thing to do. But right on the outside, we do see, looks to be Waikoloa not giving up just yet. They're working their way, and right behind them, unofficially, that looks like Keauhou in Hei Pualani. Now, Keauhou had a very strong adult and children showing last week at their own Papa Kimitete Regatta. And that's how they came home with first place for our AAA division. Now, our camera is locked in on the finish. Unofficially, it does look like Puna is taking this finish here. And I could give you a few more results from earlier in the day. We had an exciting women's 70 division race to start, and we saw Keauhou Canoe Club actually take the win there. Now, that was a huge, huge shakeup. The week before that, Kamehameha had the win, and they ended up actually in 6th place. So Keauhou Canoe Club dialing it in for that first place finish officially in the women's 70 division. In the men's 70 division, we officially saw Keauhou take the win with a time of 4 minutes and 34 seconds. Just less than a second in front of Keauhou Canoe Club. So they just snatched that victory. It does look like the 70-plus division, men's division, is going to be one to watch this year. We just saw the exciting conclusion to the 70s division. It does seem unofficially that Puna took that race. We're going to take a small break here, ladies and gentlemen, and we'll be back with our men's 65 division race. That will be our last race we cover for just a few. We're going to let the Keiki continue their race. We'll give a huge mahalo to our sponsors. We've got some exciting coverage all day for you all, so keep it locked in. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. Keep it digged in here with Big Wave Media Hawai'i. We'll see you soon for the men's 65 race. Hoi ba. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We're back here at Kailua Kona Bay, and this beautiful, buttery, smooth drone footage is brought to you by Big Wave Media Hawai'i. We got the men set up. This is the men's 65 race here for the half mile. They're starting right now, ladies and gentlemen, and those men are off. We got teams from 9 different canoe clubs in there here today. We've got Kaiohua, Kauai, we've got Keaukaha, Keoa, we've got Puna, Keauhou, Keauhou, Waikoloa, and Huiva'a. Oh, Waiakea. This is a stacked race of 65-year-old men. Now, last week, in one of their rare first place finishes, Waikoloa, 65 men, took it. Now, we're seeing a lot of stiff competition here today. So we're going to see how that finish is affected here today. All those men are working in their individual koa wood canoes. Now, that is something that makes canoe paddling on Hawaii Island so special, even more special in my opinion than the rest of the state of Hawaii. The rest of the state of Hawaii does race in 6-man canoes, but when it comes to the week-by-week regatta races, this is where you will see koa wood canoes for every single club, every single division, every single sanctioned race. We're seeing a strong race going on right now, and it does look to me, if we look at that finisher cam right now, just a few strokes ahead, we're seeing Waikoloa in the front right there. Now, last week's battle was a 3-second difference between first place and second place. And sometimes that is all it takes, ladies and gentlemen. Now, as these men make their way to the flag, I want to give you some official results. We've got the official results from the prior race. That's the women's 65. Puna took it again. Puna took the race again in the women's 65 with a 20-second lead. Now, speaking about leads, I'm seeing Waikoloa right in that turn. You can tell they're in the lead because they're turning towards the right-hand side of your screen faster than any of the other canoes. Looks like they're out. That steersman has called out, and that canoe is starting to go forward again. That's where you want to be, ladies and gentlemen. You want to be coming out of the turn first. You want to be the first one to see that flag on the other side, and you want to boogie it back all the way. We're going to see the dramatic finish and see if Waikoloa can hold on to the first place finish for 2 weeks in a row. They sure look solid. They sure look steady. And we got some updates for our whole club outing right here. Now this whole regatta, there will be results for each club, and each club is in a different size. Now we're seeing a small breakaway here from Keauhou Canoe Club, who is in this race. They are leading the pack right now in the biggest clubs, the AAA division, but in a rare turn of events, in the AA division, the second biggest clubs, we see Keauhou, who did not have many standings last week, start to come ahead with 2 medals already. So we've got Keauhou leading the AA division pack. We got the 65 men's division all racing their way back. We got a 4-canoe boogie right there. And it looks like, oh man, maybe Keauhou on the inside, they're making a move. They might catch a little swell, a little current, but it does look like Waikoloa might be hanging on to this one with another near first place finish unofficially. We're going to come back to that finish officially. If you want the official results, you can go to Moku o Hawai'i's website. You'll be able to check that out. Ladies and gentlemen, big mahalo for putting on these races here so we can check out and bring you this exciting canoe coverage. And for the win unofficially, that does look like Waikoloa 65 men, ladies and gentlemen. What an exciting finish. We got all our 65 plus men's division coming in for a finish in beautiful Kailua Kona Bay. We've got the boat holders getting picked up in the Keauhou boats right there. They're going to make their way back to their teams. Right now, all of those Keauhou canoes are going to get transitioned to their kids. The keiki Oka'aina. We're going to be looking at a girls 10 race, followed by a boys 10 race, then a girls 12 race, then a boys 12 race, a mixed boys and girls 12 race, girls 13, boys 13, and then we will make sure we come back with our adult coverage for the Novice B women's and men's race. Now that's going to be a bunch of hot shots just working their way and sprinting for 1/4 mile. So you better believe that's going to be an exciting finish with paddlers who have just started to get acclimated to the canoe. Novice B will be exciting. Our team here at Big Wave Media Hawai'i will be taking a small break here for about 1 hour while we let the keiki race. We want to make sure we let the keiki race free of any coverage, free of anything. Just let them have fun on the va'a. But thank you, huge mahalo to all of our sponsors who have helped us bring this coverage right to you from Big Wave Media Hawai'i straight to your device. Huge, huge mahalo right here to Andrew from HLE. We got him joining us here. He's a big hot shot producer working on our technical directing. We got big mahalos from West Hawaii Surf Shots. That's Brian Kisper bringing you that buttery smooth drone footage all day. We got Pericles Psychotherapy bringing us all the way from Maine, that Maine-based relationship therapist, Meredith Osville, Poahi Ato, and Susan Shaw, our Dream Believer donors. We're going to make sure our Patreon is on the page so you too can be a part of this journey, bringing canoe coverage right to your device. Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, I'm O.C. Juan. I'll be taking a break here, and we'll take a small return once we're back with our Novice B. Woohoo! Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another exciting race. We're here right on the side of Kailua Kona Bay. My name is O.C. Juan, and I've been here with you all day here at Big Wave Media Hawai'i. We're bringing you this beautiful outrigger canoe racing action all day long. Now this is a different sort of race going on here. We got a regatta race. We've been following this regatta race all day long. This is the second race out of 8 for the Moku o Hawai'i Outrigger Canoe Paddling Championship season. Now we got our drone following each individual canoe club as they slowly make their way towards the flag. We've already seen quite a few events already. This right here is event number 12. This is women's Novice B quarter-mile race. Now each team of ladies is going to be lined up next to their flag. This is going to be a 1/4 mile sprint. That means that these ladies are all going to paddle as hard as they possibly can, all the way down this 1/4 mile race course and finishing on the pier hand side. So if you're looking at the drone right now, you're seeing that they are picking up some boat holders. Those boat holders are the people that are going to keep that boat steady right next to the flag while the officials get ready and get this race underway. We've got 2 or 3 more boats making their way on over to the start line. Again, this is the highly anticipated women's Novice B race. These ladies raced for the first time last week, and last week's winner was Keauhou. Those ladies took that race by just the skin of their teeth with a 1-second push to first place. Now we're going to see if they can make it happen today as well. In our absence, you may have already seen, we covered the women's 70 race. We covered the men's 70 race. We covered the women's 65, the men's 65. Now, in a controversial move, we took a small break for our keiki coverage. Now, a huge mahalo to all of our parents and all the people watching who want to advocate for more keiki coverage. Please make sure to send us that email you see in that chat so we can advocate with Moku o Hawai'i to cover those keiki races too. But in our absence, we saw some very exciting races which brought back some memories from last week's race at the Keauhou Papakimitete Regatta. For the girls 10 division, Keauhou pulled it out again with a 23-second clinical victory to take first place again. In the boys 10, Keauhou, they took the finish with a 19-second clinical showing right there for the boys 10, Keauhou. For the girls 12 1/4 mile, we saw Kauai ladies take it again. For the boys 12, we saw them, Keauhou, take that first place. And then for the mixed boys and girls 12, we saw Keauhou take that one. Kaiopua took the girls 13 1/4 mile race, and just finished right before was the boys 13 race 1/4 mile, and that one did go to Keauhou. Now, every single one of those finishers that you just heard from me here today, those are our official race results according to Moku o Hawai'i themselves. Now, every one of those finishers in the keiki division is the same first place finisher from last week as well. That gives their team a lot of points, and that means that those crews are well on their way to earning their divisional place in the state championships. We'll talk more about the state championships, which will be happening after these 8 races. But right now, we're talking about the the women's Novice B, and that race is on, baby. We're locked in right now. It looks like we got Keauhou in frame. Keauhou is in frame right now, and our drone is locking in on them. That's Lele Va'a, so that's a slightly different canoe they're working right there. We see Keauhou on the inside there. That's that blue and yellow canoe. Now these ladies are pushing it right now. They are pushing it right now, and they definitely seem like they're working. Last week, Keauhou took this just by the skin of their teeth. We're gonna see if they can do it again today. Now, our drone is locking in right now. That does look like Keauhou Canoe Club right there. Keauhou Canoe Club, 54 They're working it. They look like they're just a few strokes behind. Our drone is seeking out. We got Keauhou right there. That looks like Keauhou making their way just a boat length behind. And if I'm not mistaken, our production crew is sniffing it out right there, just at the very head, about 2 boat lengths ahead. It looks like Keauhou, Novice B women, may just pull this victory out by the skin of their teeth yet again. But on the inside lane, right there, we're seeing Puna. And those ladies are locked in, and I know they can almost smell that finish right now. So Keauhou is working. They're just staving off a first place finish. They got Keauhou on the outside. They got Puna on the inside. And all of these crews are there making their way. This is the dramatic conclusion to the Novice B women's race at the Keauhou Regatta, and our drone is zooming in on this finish. We got a photo finish coming up here. Even on the outside we see some movement, but it does look like with a healthy half a boat length that unofficially Keauhou Novice B women in Pualani will be taking that first place finish, followed by Keauhou. And then in a photo finish that may go to Puna Canoe Club right there for official results. Make sure you make your way over to Moku o Hawai'i's official website. You'll get those official results, but unofficially, we saw the Keauhou Women's Novice B program take it again for first place. I'm checking in with my production team. We got no black flags on the course. No black flags means that's a clean race. No need for any disqualifications. And those ladies are bringing it into their team. They're going to transition boats at the pier. And at the pier, we're going to take actually stick with us right here, because we're going to be transitioning from the Novice B race that you see on your screen right now, the Novice B women's race, and we will actually be transitioning to our Novice B men's race. We're going to try and update that over here with you all.
These guys didn't start in time.
Oh, shucks. Whoa. We just got a big message from our production team, and this is a heartbreaking situation for what looks like Keauhou Canoe Club. Keauhou Canoe Club, who our drone is locked in on right now, is finishing the race with some heavy hearts. They did not make it to the start line in time. I repeat, they did not make it to the start line in time. The race was started and they did not get a chance to participate. Now, whether or not they go home with points for their club, that still seems to be left to be figured out. Now, speaking about our clubs, every single canoe club is in a different division themselves. A being the smallest division, AA being the second largest division, and our big boys, that's the AAA division. And at the head of the AAA division table right now, we're seeing Keauhou unofficially, and they just took that race right there. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we're getting ready for our men's Novice B race. We're going to talk about that very soon, but right here we're going to take a quick break and we'll be back very soon. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, I love seeing that. My name is O.C. Juan, and we're back here now with live stream coverage of the Novice B men's race. Now, Novice B means that these paddlers have just started canoe paddling. None of these canoe paddlers have had official races before this point. They're all very new to the Va'a, which is what makes these races so exciting. You truly don't know what you're going to see. These are some of our shortest races. They're just a quarter-mile long. That's a drag race all the way to the finish. Now, last week, we saw a very handed finish from Keauhou. They took the women's Novice B and they took the men's Novice B. Now, Keauhou's back in there. Now, we're looking at Keauhou Canoe Club right there. It's a beautiful canoe from Keauhou Canoe Club. Now, if they can pull it off again. Now, Keauhou, we're going to keep an eye on them because their Novice A division, they were cleaning up men's and women's last week. Right there, we're seeing Keauhou Canoe Club. Looks like Keauhou Canoe Club in canoe number 53. Yep, that's a nice looking one right there. And right at boat number 50, that's Keauhou. We're starting to see a few paddlers get ready. That means that they're starting to wiggle that flag. The boat is starting to get things ready, and our drone is linking in with our last boat, making their left-hand turn right now and getting right on the flag. You can see their boat holder is in the water, and they probably want to get ready pretty quick because I think this race has officially big on, ladies and gentlemen, and we're seeing a heck of a race right here. We got these paddlers going, and you definitely want to start strong because as you can see, our paddlers right there on the bottom hand side, that looks like that might be Keauhou. Looks like they had a little bit of a rough start just from getting all the way out to the quarter-mile start. But with a nice clean start, we're seeing in blue that Keauhou Canoe Club. And just inside of them, we're seeing Keauhou Canoe Club with that blue and yellow ama. And they look like just a boat length ahead of this Novice B men's race. Form is a little bit secondary to heart in this race. Outside right there, we're seeing boat number 54. That's Keauhou Canoe Club. We followed their race at the OC1 Championships just a few weeks ago. And it looks like they've got 1 and 2 on the same side. That's an interesting strategy. Right on the inside there, that looks like Hawai'i right there. And they got some big bradas right there. Those bradas are working it hard. But just ahead, and boy, oh boy, it looks to me unofficially like cleaning up for 2 weeks in a row. Nice heavy-handed strokes right in He Pualani with that beautiful fish ama. Kaehitu out in front. That's our AAA division leaders, and they are working it in this part of the race too. Just on the inside there, that looks like boat number 60, whoa, 60. That is our Waikoloa Canoe Club with a brand new rebranding this year. Thanks courtesy to Aloha Oi Designs. Big shout out to Aloha Oi Designs, but an even bigger shout out to Kaehitu Novice B men's division. Taking it 2 weeks in a row. That one looked handed with a few seconds ahead of their competition. We see all the Novice B men coming into that race right there. What a race, what a race. Unofficially, that looked like Kaehitu taking first place right there. That's gonna give their club some more points on the board, ladies and gentlemen. Now, just going back, we wanna take a second. We've had already quite a few events here today. That was event number 13, our men's Novice B race. Now, right before that, event number 12, we're still waiting for the official results. Event 11, boys 13, Kaehitu in first. Girls 13, Keauhou in first. Mixed boys and girls 12, Kaehitu in first. Boys 12, Kaehitu in first. Girls 12, that one went to Hawai'i. Excuse me, pardon me. Girls 12, Hawai'i Canoe Club. Boys 10, Kaehitu. Girls 10, Keauhou Canoe Club. Men 65 went to Waikoloa Canoe Club. Women 65, Puna Canoe Club. Men 70, Kaehitu. And women starting off their own division, their own regatta. That was Keauhou Canoe Club. Our drone is swimming by, seeing all these kids jumping into the pier. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a beautiful, slightly overcast day here in Kailua Bay. This to me is one of the best places to see a canoe race. You can't beat the energy, and you certainly can't beat all the people from the whole island coming over. We see ladders strapped to the side so people can get back on the pier. We're seeing our coalwood canoes carefully making their way over to each spot where a canoe club is so they can transition to their new cruise. Now, ladies and gentlemen, that was event number 13, our men's Novice B. Now, big mahalo to everyone in the chat for advocating for us. Make sure you send us that email. But due to restrictions, we will be taking a small keiki break. That keiki break will be for the girls 14 and the boys 14 race. We'll be back here for our mixed novice B race, and we make sure to bring you that live adult canoe paddling racing action for you. We're gonna take a small break right here, and we'll be back with the mixed novice B race. Hoiva'a. Woohoo! Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are live here back at Kailua Kona Bay. My name is O.C. Juan. I've been with you all day long. I'm here with Big Wave Media Hawai'i. We're bringing you the Moku o Hawai'i Outrigger Canoe Paddling Racing Season. This is our second race in the paddling season out of 8. First one was last week right here at Kailua Kona Bay. This second one is sponsored by Keauhou Canoe Club. We've got an exciting race coming up right here, ladies and gentlemen. This was a race dominated by those boys and girls in blue from Keauhou at Kailua Kona Pier. This was a race won last week by Keauhou. This is the mixed novice B quarter mile race. Ladies and gentlemen, this is novice B paddlers. These paddlers have been unfamiliar with a va'a before this point. This is their first year getting busy, getting frisky, and feeling what it feels like to get in a koa wood canoe. All of these crews, that's 10 of them, 10 crews are gonna be making their way down quarter mile from one flag to the other flag. There's no turns. This is one big drag race down to the back. We got my production team looking at things right now. We got audio looking up right here. We're digging in right here. On? Woo! Thanks, Uncle. We're live, baby.
Is it blue, right? It's blue? Okay, let's see. No. Let's see if it's on the camera.
Hello?
It's on there. You there too. I don't know why we're not hearing anything.
Hello?
Maybe it's
It's jumping here.
okay, it's good. I think it must have been my headphones. Sorry. Yikes. Just say audio guy.
Woohoo! Ladies and gentlemen, we're back. We had a small audio hiccup right there, but my name is O.C. Juan, and I'm back here with you all live from Kailua Kona Bay. We got our last few canoes. This is a stacked lanes here. We've got 10 canoe clubs going out because this is our mixed novice B regatta race here at Kailua Kona Bay. This is event number 16. We've had a tremendously exciting day so far. We've been here to cover every adult race possible. And in our absence, we also had some very exciting races happening. We did see the girls 14 race. The girls 14 race was officially taken by Keauhou. Keauhou took that first place in the girls 14. Now, according to Moku's race results page, the boys 14 was actually taken, well, that one is still being updated. So we don't have those updated official results just yet. Unofficially, it did look like perhaps Keauhou may have edged that out for a second time win. Now that gives us an interesting data point, and I'm looking at my production team because they're stoked on this. Ladies and gentlemen, Keauhou has swept the novice division. That's the novice B division was taken by Keauhou in the men's novice B and the women's novice B. This is our last novice B race. This will be a quarter mile race. This time it's mixed. 3 men, 3 women. You can choose where you want them to sit. You can have them sit in the back. You can have them sit in the front. You can have everyone sit intermixed with inside. Every canoe club's gonna have their own strategy. Now we got our last boat. It looks to me like maybe Keauhou. It looks like Keauhou making their way to the line. And like we saw earlier, you definitely want to get to the line at a reasonable time. When this race starts, this race starts. We also saw a scratch earlier from one of our canoe clubs who got there just a moment late. And for every canoe club, every point matters, because at the end of this whole regatta, we're going to tally up all the results and we're going to tell you who is the championship canoe club from today's different results. We've got different divisions. We've got different divisions for canoe clubs. But right now, we've got an exciting start. Our flags are starting to move, and that tells me that our race is on, baby. This is our mixed Novice B race with the Keauhou Regatta here at Kailua Kona Bay. Last week, we saw Keauhou take this race, and we're going to see if they can defend their title 2 weeks in a row. Oh, our drone is seeking it out. And they're linked in right now. That looks like Kauai. They're working it. They're working it. They're a little far on the outside. It's hard to make a run on the outside, ladies and gentlemen. And just inside there, we're seeing, oh yeah, Keauhou Canoe Club in Leleva'a today. We're coming up on Keauhou with a nice run right there. Looking all together. Big swing. Uh-oh. And just, it looks to me like a boat length ahead, looking to defend their title in that beautiful Heipualani. That is Kaiahi too, looking like they're just a step ahead of the rest. We're seeing right behind them, that to me looks like boat number 57. That is Puna. Just on the inside right there, we've got boat number 51. 51 is Kauai Canoe Club. Kauai Canoe Club in some snazzy looking pink. Kailua, defending champions from last week, trying to make their way and earn their first place position once again. We got a few more clubs here on the inside. Oh boy, looks like an exciting race. And unofficially, we got a 4-person battle, and it looks to me like maybe that is number 54. That's Keauhou Canoe Club. Keauhou Canoe Club just starting to sneak away with a small first place finish. This might be going the other direction, which is going to make for an exciting season going up the states, because unofficially it looks to me like maybe, woohoo, that's going to be a photo finish, ladies and gentlemen. I saw 3 boats crossing that plane at just about the same exact time. For official results, you're going to want to make your way over to Moku's website. Moku's website is going to be posting the official race results. Unofficially, to me, that did look like Kauai sneaking it out in the front. But we'll get an eye in the sky. We'll see what we get from here on out. Ladies and gentlemen, what an exciting Novice B mixed race here at the Keauhou Regatta in Kailua Kona Bay. We will be back with even more exciting canoe racing action. We've got men's Novice A, women's Novice A, freshman, sophomore, masters, mixed masters, open 4 races. We're going to be bringing you all these races after we take a small break for our keiki. Big mahalo to all of our families in the chat sharing us that email so we can start covering more races. We want to cover as much as we can. We want to partner with Moku o Hawai'i so we can bring you all the paddling action you like to check out. If you want to donate, if you want to be part of this that we're building here, make sure you click our links in the description. We've got a Patreon page going live. You can be a part of this so we can bring this right to your device. Look at big, beautiful Kailua Kona Pier. You can be the supporter to bring this to as many people's devices as possible. Huge mahalo to all of our Dream Believer sponsors. That's Andrew from HLE Pro. That's Susan Shaw, Puahi Auto, Meredith Osbell, and Pericles psychotherapy. We could not bring you this coverage without your tremendous amounts of support. We're gonna take a small break here while we let the kids finish their races. We've got 15 boys, 15 girls, 16 girls, 16 boys, and then finally the 18 boys and 18 girls. We'll be back with our women's Novice A race in just a few minutes. Keep vacuuming your house, keep subscribing, share it with your enemies so they can see how hard you're working too. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm OC Juan, and I'll be back with another race very soon. Hoi ba'a. Woohoo, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for bearing with us. We're back here for an exciting conclusion to a race. We are smack dab at the very end of our race here. Our drone is figuring out exactly where these racers are, and this is our Women's Novice A race. That Women's Novice A race. Last week, Keauhou took this race, and it does seem like they are inching towards the finish right there. We got our expert drone operator sniffing them out right here. Thanks for sticking with us as we get through all these technical difficulties filming on the water. And we got a dog fight right here on the inside. We got Keauhou just on the inside right there, and then working right on the outside of them right there. It looks like we've got Hawai'i Waiakea, and this is gonna be a battle to the very end. Those two groups of Novice A ladies, that's groups of women. Oh, unofficially, 2 weeks in a row, we see Keauhou take it for the Women's Novice A division. We're seeing the rest of our ladies paddlers make their way in for the dramatic conclusion of the Novice A race. We've got them working their way on over. Now, Novice A division, that is the division after Novice B. So these racers did complete their Novice B race, or these were racers that paddled in the past with Moku o Hawai'i, and they've had at least a 7-year hiatus from official sanctioned racing. So they keep a very close eye on that here. We just saw the dramatic conclusion to our race, and unofficially, Keauhou took it once again for the second week in a row for the Women's Novice A race. And look at that beautiful blue Kona water, ladies and gentlemen. I love to see that. Now, we're gonna take a look, we're gonna take a moment here and just let that drone linger there. They're going to take a moment, they're gonna transition from their Novice A women's racers to then their Novice A men's racers. Ladies and gentlemen, we're sticking with the coverage right here, and we're gonna bring with you the Novice A men's race. Now, we've had some exciting events happen while we took a small break. We were here keeping an eye on every single race, just tuning in and making sure that we keep an eye on every division, because a lot changes very quickly. And I'd like to just give you all a quick update. Again, thanks for joining us here today with Big Wave Media Hawai'i for the coverage of the Moku o Hawai'i Hawaiian Canoe Racing Association Keauhou Regatta. Now, for event number 14, that was girls 14, that was taken by Keauhou. Event 15 was also taken by Keauhou, that's boys 14. We did get a chance to cover the Mixed Novice B race. The Mixed Novice B race, a tight race taken by Keauhou this week. Keauhou, that's a tight division in the Mixed Novice B race. Now, after that, we did have to take a small break, but we did see our girls 15. Girls 15, that was taken by Keauhou. Boys 15 was also taken by Keauhou. Girls 16 and under, this one was taken by Keauhou. Keauhou girls, teenage girls, working their tails off. They got quite a series of coaches that are working with them. Now, boys 16, that was taken by Keauhou. Girls 18, that was taken by Keauhou. And the last one that we missed, the last two that we missed, we got official results for boys 18 and under. That's event 22, that was taken by Keauhou. Now, in one of those races in particular, I just wanted to take a moment to shout out Keauhou. Now, we've spoken to Mikey Keauhou earlier. Mikey Keauhou's been helping coach our Big Island Junior Va'a. A lot of our boys from Big Island Junior Va'a are paddling in Keauhou right now. And boy, oh boy, does all that hard work show. Because for our boys 15, that half-mile race, event number 34, Keauhou boys had a 34-second lead on the second place position. Now, in a half-mile race, that is quite an accomplishment. And if you take a look at event number 20, that's boys 16 and under, those boys were 35 seconds ahead of their closest competition. So those Big Island Junior Va'a boys are working. Mikey Keauhou was not lying. You do not want to line up next to those boys because they are some hard-working kids. And the boys 18 and under has officially recorded our fastest half-mile time on the course today. Unofficially, the fastest half-mile time on the course has been 3 minutes, 42 seconds, posted by Keauhou 18 and under. Now that is smoking, ladies and gentlemen. We saw the dramatic conclusion to the women's Novice A race, and we're going to get right into the men's Novice A race. Men's Novice A race. You'll see each canoe club start making their way on over, and for the men's Novice A race, we're seeing about, let's see here, looks like we got about 10 canoe clubs joining this race. Now, we love seeing full lanes. That means that all of those clubs have been working that division. This is our Novice A division. So this is a division of paddlers who have just finished their Novice B year last year, or they've taken a 7 or more year hiatus from sanctioned canoe paddling racing here in Hawaii. Now, those people, we're seeing that men's Novice A race start. That's event 25 here, okay? We've got 10 canoe clubs from around the island. And the more canoe clubs you have on your race, the more points your race is actually worth. Now, we were talking earlier about the different divisions for each club. We've got our A, AA, and our AAA division. And in a huge turn of events, Keauhou, with some of those heavy-hitting teenage girl races, they actually took home 12 points in one of those races, in one of the largest earning races all day long. Now, in that AAA division, we're still seeing Keauhou in that beautiful red-streaked Hei Pualani really pulling ahead with a first place finish, possibly again here. That would be 2 AAA first place finishes for Keauhou, a team that at one point was the small dog here, now really the big dog on the pier here. They're really making a lot of points. They're making their statements and their divisions known from early Keiki all the way through Kapuna and Masters. We got our drone taking a look at each boat as our Novice A men's race starts to get underway. We see boat holders in the front. They are not part of the race. They are actually just a pivotal part of the team to keep that boat from floating anywhere they don't want it to be. All of those people are starting to make their way to the front of the line. We've got a referee towards the front that is a referee boat, and they actually have 3 colored flags, 4 colored flags if you're being official. They've got a yellow flag, which they'll wave 5 times. They've got a red flag, which they'll put up after those 5 waves. And then they've got a green flag that will go up at the very end. That does mean that you are clear to go and paddle. Now, like I said, there is a 4th flag you may see on the referee boat. That 4th flag is a black flag. As a paddler, you never want to see a black flag. That means that there is a foul on the course and one of our racing crews has to be disqualified. We're going to see if there's any disqualifications here for this race. Now, this is going to be an exciting one. Last week, we saw Keauhou Canoe Club actually take both the, oh boy, and the race is on, ladies and gentlemen. This is official. We are seeing the official Keauhou regatta for the Novice A men's race here, and it is an exciting start. We got Keauhou working on the middle here, and our drone's gonna take a look at them, but they're working their way towards the outside here. All these canoes are making their way from the left-hand side of your screen to the right-hand side of your screen. The right-hand side of your screen is the Keauhou, the south side of our island. Now the bottom side of your screen as our drone swooshes across and gives you that buttery, smooth footage. You can see with these novice paddlers, some of them know what they're doing. Some of them have experience with the ba'a. Some of them are paddling with all heart and grit. Now, we'll take a look and see what's going on here. That does look to me like, ooh, that looks like maybe Keauhou right there. That is 55, feeling fine, 55 Canoe Club. That is Kamehameha Canoe Club. We're not going to mention them too much here, but they're okay, Kamehameha Canoe Club. Right on the inside of them right there, looks like Lele Va'a. That does seem to be...
Take off the binoculars. They're rubbing up against the audio.
Oh, got it. Okay, we got a little bit of an update here from our production crew. And what we've got here is, oh yeah, there is that Hey Pualani. It's been hitting gold a lot all day. Now this is our Novice A race we got unfolding here. And all these guys are just getting right into the turn. And this, in my opinion, is where the race really starts, baby. You can see which boats start angling towards that flag first. They're all gonna come and turn down, and they're gonna turn down and then go back towards the right-hand side of our screen to go Kona side, that's Kohala side, and get back to the finish. This does look like a 4-boat battle going on right here. And right on the inside is where we see the most action. Sometimes on the outside, it's a little bit trickier. Now, Keauhou, the winners from last week, do seem to be about half a boat length ahead. But our drone is making sure they cover all of those turns that are unfolding right there. And we're gonna whip it back around and see where all these boats are landing. Oh, nice looking turn right there. Looks like Keauhou Canoe Club right there. That's a good looking turn. We got a nice movement. They're out of the turn now. That steersman's getting them back in there. But they are a few boat lengths behind right there. We're seeing some motion in the ocean right here. And actually using my binoculars, it does seem to me like there is a battle towards the front. We're looking at Keauhou on the drone. But if we start boogieing towards the front, oh yeah, there's Puna. And towards the front of our pack right here, we're seeing Keauhou battling Keauhou. And there's a lot of blood between those two crews. They both wear red, and there's a lot of intermingling between paddlers between those two clubs. So we're seeing that battle unfold right on the inside right there. Our drone is making their way on over. There's Kauai, we just went on over. And just on the inside, about half a boat length ahead, we're seeing Keauhou, and they're trying to stave off their competition right there with Keauhou. And our drone is locked in on this exciting finish. It does look like for the second week in a row that Keauhou Canoe Club, with paddlers coming from their Novice B season from Keauhou and Keauhou Canoe Club, looks like they're making their way towards the front of the pack unofficially to take first place again. And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. And coming in unofficially right behind them, that's boat number 59, feeling fine. That's Keauhou. We got a little bit of a battle happening right here for that unofficial third place finish. And it does look like, ooh, oh, we're gonna have to go to Moku's website to get those official results for you all. These right here that we're providing for you all are unofficial results. But it does look like Keauhou starting to make their way onto the podium more every single day and every single race, and that's giving them a few more points. Now, that puts them towards the front of the AA division right here. Whew, what a race, ladies and gentlemen. That was our Novice A race. Now, we've been with you all day. This is Big Wave Media Hawai'i. My name is O.C. Juan, and I've been stoked and blessed to be with you all day. We've been brought to you by our amazing sponsors, Andrew from HLE Pro, Susan Shaw, Puahi Auto, Meredith Osbill, Pericles Psychotherapy. And if you yourself want to help make sure this production continues at the top of the class like we're bringing it to you now, make sure you click the links in our description. Huge mahalo to our chat. We got those links fixed up. You can take a look and join at any level that feels right to you. Ladies and gentlemen, we've even got an opportunity to get you a ceramic mug or a 6-pack of customized buttons brought to you by Big Wave Media Hawai'i. Now, as part of Big Wave Media Hawai'i, me, myself, O.C. Juan, I've been honored to bring you every single race from the very start. Although I am disheartened, saddened to tell you right now, for a Big Wave Media Hawai'i first, your host with the most, Mr. O.C. Juan, myself, I need to take a small hiatus. I need to take a small helion out of here because I got to make my way on over for my own race. That's right. Your host is racing in a freshman race, and then later on we'll be getting back out there for the mixed open race. But I'm not just a person speaking on here. I love paddling, and I am paddling myself. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be joining that freshman race myself. I'm going to be leaving you all in the hands of the big man himself. He's behind the camera. You barely get to see his face, but he's a beautiful broadcaster. That's Big Wave Brian himself, the man behind Big Wave Media here. I'm going to leave the microphone with him for just a few races. He's going to be on the microphone. He's going to be leading the drone. So chat, please make sure you give him as much love and aloha as you can. I'm going to take a break right here. I got a boogie. I got to get my paddle. I got to get out there in the cold wood canoe. It's been an honor. It's been a pleasure. And I will be back here with our age group division. But I'm going to give it over to Big Wave Brian right here. We're going to take a small break here, and we'll be right back with our women's freshman race. So thank you very much, and hoiva.
All right, lining up next, we've got the freshman women. All right, that was the freshman women, and then we will be back for the freshman men. All right, and up next we have the freshman men. And they're off. That's Keauhou. You can see OC 1 and 2. They'll be back with you shortly.
Obstacle sensing unavailable. Fly with caution.
And once again, that was the Freshmen Men. And up next, we have event 28, the Women's Sophomore. And setting up is the Women's Sophomore Race, half mile. the women sophomore are off. We've got our first clubs approaching the turn. All right, unofficially it looks like Puna takes the win. And that again was the women's sophomore events. All right, up next we've got the men's sophomore. Stand by for more information. Lining up now, we have the men's sophomore event. That is event 29. And the men are approaching the turn. All right, and OC1 has returned.
Sit on. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back here on coverage for your Big Wave Media Hawai'i. I am so honored I got you all here with Big Wave Brian. This is OC Juan, just got off the water.
Out of their mind
Get out of here, buddy. We had me on the water. I had to push. We didn't quite take gold just yet, but we are our drone peeking in right now on looks like a gold medal run. I think this is men's sophomore we're looking at right now. This is men's sophomore right here. So these are some of our big dogs in our division. Probably not many age group paddlers here. Everyone here is probably less than 40, unless you got some of your big dog paddlers in here. But it certainly looks like Keauhou looks like they got a nice lead over on the inside here, and they got it locked in here. We do have a 4-canoe battle going on right here, and our drone is linked in on it right now. So we're seeing that dramatic finish, which is nice looking stuff. You got to go all the way through the flag, and just by the skin of their teeth, looks like Keauhou on the sophomore race, taking that first place finish, looking like Keauhou just behind them with a few strokes behind. Keauhou working on that sophomore race. A lot of points on the division. And that looks like maybe Keauhou just on the inside. Same beach as Keauhou, just can't catch them today in that adult division. We got a few more paddlers there. That looks like 57. That looks like, oh, maybe Hawai'i right there. We'll double check with our records. Your host is a little wet right now, but we'll get things all settled in here. We're taking a look at Kailua Kona Bay right now. It's a beautiful, beautiful late afternoon day here on a Saturday. We got Mr. Big Wave Brian Kisbury here from West Hawaii Surf Shots. He's running this drone, and he was running the microphone for us, doing it all right behind the scenes for you all to check out. Now, if you haven't gotten a chance yet, make sure you check out the links in our description. You yourself can become a Dream Believer status member. Heck, you could even be in the Boat Holders Guild. We need those boat holders to keep this boat moving forward. So make sure you join us as you can to keep this coverage accessible to as many people as possible. Ladies and gentlemen, that was the men's sophomore race here for the Keauhou Regatta with the Moku o Hawaii Canoe Racing Association paddling season. This is the second regatta in the season. We see a lot of tents there on the pier. That pier is covered with tents, and that's because this sunroof is totally open in Kona right now. A lot of our clouds are starting to burn away, and it is a hot day. We're in the mid-20s for our events right now, which means we're getting into the tail spin. That's the tail end of our regatta here. It's a beautiful day for a regatta, but we're going to take a quick break here, and we'll bring you back the exciting junior race, our longest race of the day, with some mile-long races. So make sure you stay tuned here, like, subscribe, send it to your friends so they can see how hard you're working. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back. This is OC Juan and Hoi Ba'a. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. And we are here with a very exciting race. Small lanes here, only 5 clubs right now, 5 crews, but this is the longest race of the day. This is our juniors race. There's nothing junior about this. This is a mile-long race. We see Keauhou on the bottom side of your screen right there. Right above them, we see Keauhou. Just above them, towards the very tippity top, is Keauhou. We're linked in on Keauhou. There's Keauhou and boat 59. We got Keauhou right above them too, and we're seeing a nice big stroke. Now this race is a little bit different. Though it's a sprint, this is a mile-long race, so these ladies have got to settle in and find a nice, comfortable pace using their whole big body. Oh, nice big strokes right there, right? That's Keauhou. Now, Keauhou's got a pretty good stroke here with their ladies adult division. And right there we see boat number 55. 55 is Kamehameha Canoe Club. We're not going to talk about them just too much, but they look okay right there. We got boat number 57. 57 looks like Puna. That's Puna Canoe Club right there with their famous big body stroke. Now this is some big hammer paddlers right here, all up against each other. Our drone is looping back around and we're seeing that battle. Puna's right in the front. Looks like Keauhou and Keauhou working their way towards the front. Now Keauhou has had a tremendous race all day long. This is the junior race and it was taken last week by Puna. Puna took the first place division. Now like I mentioned, this is a long-term race. They're not just doing one turn. They're going to be doing 3. Puna ladies are entering their turn first. Oh yeah, boy, that ama is right on that flag. That's exactly what you want. You want to pin it right on there. Oh yeah, it looks like we got all of our ladies going into their turn right now. First ones to get out are the most to get towards the next flag. Oh yeah, looks like Keauhou getting into that turn right there. So they might have a tough race ahead of them. Oh, they're working that flag. We're looked in. Oh no, on their back paddling, and they just got off the flag. If the flag does not touch the water, they might not be disqualified. Those ladies are back. They pushed it off of the Yako, and oh my goodness, Keauhou with a tremendous save right there. I'm seeing no black flags on the field. That means that those ladies fix that mistake on up. You want to pin it close to the flag, but you certainly don't want your flag to touch the water. Those ladies were extremely akamai to figure that out, back paddle, and make that flag go the opposite direction. Back to the race, back to the front of the pack, and we're seeing Keauhou with that nice big stroke, but I'll tell you what, they got a high stroke count too. They're really working that thing. I'm seeing, looks like Kauai just on the inside right there, but working their way and giving them rubs the whole race. There's Puna. And I told you to watch out for Puna. They took this race last week, and you better believe they're not going to give it up this week easily. These ladies look tuned up. These ladies look like they're ready to go to states. But they got some big dogs next to them right up the lane right there. We got 2 more turns before we get to the dramatic conclusion of the juniors race here at the Keauhou Regatta with the Moku o Hawai'i Hawaiian Canoe Racing Association. Woohoo! We got a 3 canoe battle right here, and it is really anyone's race here. At this point, these ladies are feeling a burn. These ladies know that they got 2 more turns to go, and sometimes it feels like this race won't ever end. Looks like Puna is angling into the turn first. Now, we saw a tricky turn before, but their Puna steerswoman, she looks like she's nailing it. Oh, man, and they're pulling it from the top. But Keauhou, not to be outdone. They're out of that turn very quickly, and they're back into their paddle. Looks like the steerswoman is letting it slide on out as they make their way. Now, Keauhou, too, seemingly like a real wide turn right here. That's a big wide turn right there. Now, if that does affect any of the other canoe paddlers, there is a chance that we might see a black flag on the course. If any of these canoe paddlers affect the rate or the route of another canoe, then there is a chance that they might be disqualified. I'm not seeing any black flags on the course just yet, which means we've got a clean race, even though this race has been full of drama. We're locked in on Keauhou, who did run over the flag before, saved it just in time, and those ladies are back in the race, and they might still be earning some points for their club. Our drone is working their way back towards the sky, and what you can see is these ladies making their way back south once again for another quarter-mile piece. They're going to work another quarter-mile piece, turn on those flags, and then work their way all the way back. This race is about 10 to 12 minutes. This is a hard one. And we're seeing those ladies start to build a little bit of lactic acid. Oh, yeah, this looks like a mother and daughter crew. I think that might be, that might be Tati right there in seat 3. And her daughter right there in seat 6. So we got a mother-daughter duo right there in Keauhou too. You love to see Ohana paddling together. That is a great sight to see. These ladies are coming up on their final turn. All these ladies are coming up on their final turn. These are the ladies we've been watching all race. This is Puna Canoe Club. This is the junior race. But what you can see just right on their outside is Keauhou, who has not given them a stroke at all this entire race. And if my eyes are correct, it looks to me like Keauhou may just have taken the lead at one of the pivotal points in this race. We're coming up on our final turn here. Keauhou is going into the turn. Puna's already getting out of the turn. You can't quite see it. Our drone is locked in on Keauhou right now, but Puna is also getting out of their turn. Oh, both of these ladies are gonna make their way back for this finish. This is a tremendous race right here, and Keauhou is giving it to Puna. They are not going to let them take that first place finish here. Oh, we got some more ladies looking close to that flag right there. That is Hawai'i. Nice expert turn right there. Little wide right there. You definitely want to make your way out quicker than that. But that's part of the learning process, ladies and gentlemen. Our drone is scoping it out. But we've got an absolute dogfight after a mile of racing. And it's all the way in the front between Puna and Keauhou. We might have to dig out of this coverage in just a little bit. Now, this is the women's junior race. My name's O.C. Juan. We're here with Big Wave Media Hawai'i. Ladies and gentlemen, Puna took it last week. That's that green canoe paddlers on the bottom of your screen. Right towards the middle of your screen, that's Keauhou. They've been working their way, trying to take that first place finish from the very beginning. But it does look to me like Puna is starting to dig in. They're starting to link up even better. And that looks to me like an unofficial first place finish for Puna Canoe Club. Now, Puna Canoe Club, this is where they make a lot of their points and make a big impact in the AAA division. Late day in the regatta, during these adult races, you got some real strong paddlers. That looks like Calais in 3. Big, strong Calais. She got her start at Keauhou, but that lady has been working her way, making a name for herself in Puna. You go, Calais. Go, Puna. Those ladies look like they are exhausted, but they're still working strong, and they're not letting Keauhou make their way inside. This is the finish to our women's junior race. They've been paddling for close to 10 minutes here, and we're seeing the finish right here, and stroke for stroke, unofficially, it looks like Puna with their second first place finish in 2 weeks. That puts them at the top of the pack for the juniors women's division. Those ladies worked hard the whole time, and unofficially that was Puna coming in first, Keauhou coming in second, and possibly that looked like Keauhou coming in third place right over there. Looks like we got Kauai coming across the line right now. Ladies and gentlemen, what an exciting day of racing here with us. Now, we've had an exciting day here. We're going to catch you up with our racing. We're going to catch you up with some more races. We're going to get back into our 40s. We're going to get back into our 60s. We are going to give our equipment a small break here. Ladies and gentlemen, we've been running this race all day long, and we are thankful that you all have been able to join us here today. Huge mahalo to Keauhou Canoe Club for trying to get us a spot here. We're right behind Hale Vai, iconic, beautiful Kailua Kona Pier, and we've got some beautiful sponsors to support us here today. Again, huge mahalo to Pericles Psychotherapy. Huge mahalo to Meredith Osbill. I'll be paddling with Meredith later today in the mixed open race, so we'll see you there, Meredith. Pauahi Auto, way to go, Pauahi. Susan Shaw and Andrew from HLE Pro. Great work. Thanks for joining us here today, and thanks for helping us put on this coverage to bring this beautiful sport right to your device. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to bring you as much coverage as we can till the wheels fall off or the batteries run out. first thing is coming first. But we're gonna take a small break here from our men's junior race. We will bring you the results of the men's junior race, but we're just gonna reconvene, get our ducks in a line, get our feathers down, and we'll be back for some more of our exciting racing with our Masters division. So keep it locked in here, stay subscribed, share it with your friends, share it with your enemies, and make sure you stay locked in here with me, OC Juan, and Big Wave Media Hawai'i. Thank you so much. We'll see you soon for the next race in just a few minutes. Hoi ba'a. My name is OC Juan, and I'm here with a very special pair of guests here. Now, we've got a race going on right behind our shoulders. That is the men's junior race going on right there. But what we've got going on right here is a little cutie. We've got Maddie here working with the Hawaii Island Humane Society. And Maddie, who is this you got?
This is Rugby. He's available for adoption along with other dogs too.
You heard it right here from Maddie herself. She's got Rugby. Rugby's such a good boy right here. Rugby's with all his friends right here. You can take Rugby home yourself. Now, Maddie's here with the Hawaii Island Humane Society. And where can people contact them?
On their website.
Perfect. Go to their website. Stop into Kona if you want this little cutie right here. Big Wave Media might have a new host coming to join us in a little bit, but we just wanted to let y'all know what's happening in the community, and this is some awesome work. So Maddie, thanks for coming over here and joining us. Rugby, it's a pleasure to see you, big dog. So if you want to have a furry friend like this, make sure you get on down to the Hawaii Island Humane Society, link up with Maddie, link up with Rugby, and make a dog's dream come true. We'll check in with you very soon with some more races. Bye, doggy, and hoi ba'a. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. My name's OC Juan, and just look at that iconic, beautiful lineup right there. Oh yeah, baby. That looks like canoe number. Ooh, that looks like Laka right there. Looks like 63 right there. Looks like we've got. Oh yeah, paddlers. Oh no, Huiva Ova Kea. We got Kaihi too. Kaihi 2 in the mix right there. And what we're getting ready for right now is the Women's Master 40 division. These are our big dog racers. Every canoe looks like they've got a boat holder in the front. You gotta have your boat holder in the front. Looks like number 54, that's Keauhou, and they're all whites. We got 57, Puna Canoe Club right there. And on the inside, right at the tippity top of your screen, looks like we got 54. That is, ooh, oh yeah, Shaka to the Shaka Cam. Oh yeah, baby, that's our ladies right there. I see Janae Green. That is Keauhou Canoe Club right there. We did have Janae Green on our microphone just a few weeks ago for the Keauhou Championship race. You can check that out in our past live streams. But we're seeing a nice, clean lineup right now. I see Trey Parker Bailey back there. He's in that boat with an umbrella on it. That sure looks funky. Some people think it looks like a Wi-Fi satellite or something like that. But we got all our boat holders in position. We got our drone swooshing on over, getting one last look at our competition as these ladies get ready for a half-mile race. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we're deep into this Keauhou regatta right now. Oh yeah, and that's Keauhou right there in the front. And you want to start as close as you can to the flags without going over them. If you start over them or you take a stroke too early, then that race will be disqualified. We see our paddlers all set, all ready, and flags off. And they're off, ladies and gentlemen. This is the official beginning of our Women's Master 40 race here at Keauhou Regatta with Moku o Hawai'i and the Hawaii Canoe Racing Association. Ladies and gentlemen, it sure looks like Keauhou has a nice, strong pace right there. They're working that thing. They're moving that canoe forward. Now, they were the big dog on the Kailua Kona Beach right there, Kamakahonu Beach. But since the past few years, we've seen Keauhou too really take that over. We see Keauhou right there with their ladies working there. Women's 40, we see Kauai right there. Those ladies got nice, quick stroke. Oh, that's Kamehameha Canoe Club. We're not going to mention them too too much, but they're okay right there. We've got another canoe club that looks to me like, 63. All right, that's Waiakea right there. We got Huiva'a o Waiakea, and those ladies sure look strong right there. Nice coal wood canoe. There's that canoe we were looking at all day. Hey, Pualani, that's Kai Ehi too. There's some strong 40s paddlers in that canoe right there. Those ladies look like they got a nice big Tahitian stroke right there. That's a canoe club with Tahitian roots. And on the inside right there, oh yeah, there's Keauhou with their nice classy whites. Oh, pardon me, that is a mistake on my part. That's Kauai Canoe Club. Oh, we got a nice battle going on. This is a tight race. This is what you like to see right here. Going into the turn, all these ladies are about 200 yards away from their turn right here. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we're bringing you some live canoe paddling action all day long. Make sure you click our links. Make sure you support us so we can keep supporting what you love to watch, which is Hawaiian outrigger canoe racing. These ladies are coming up on their turn right now. Now, last week, Kauai Canoe Club, they were the champions here just by the skin of their teeth by 4 seconds. Today, looks like it might be a slightly different story. Our drone is locked in on Keauhou right now. They are going into the turn, and that's a nice looking turn right at the nose. Both their 1 and 2 are pulling, but they are not the first ones out of the turn. It looks to me like we've got some other canoes on the inside, and if you're the first one out, that means you got a better chance of making your way all the way back to the flag first. There's that beautiful drone footage. There's Puna we're covering right there. Puna's making their way, but these ladies right here, is that Keauhou? Keauhou Canoe Club. Keauhou is trying to take it right from from Kauai Canoe Club, and it sure looks like it's going to be a battle all the way back to the finish. This looks like it might be Keauhou's race from my vantage point. Unofficially, they look like they got about half a boat length on the rest of our paddlers on the outside right there. That inside lane might just be running a little bit faster today, but we're gonna see with this dramatic conclusion as our drone makes its way around, ladies and gentlemen. We're trying to get you as much coverage of as many paddlers as you can. If you see your paddlers, make sure you shout them out in the chat. If you see your canoe club, make sure you shout them out in the chat. If you hear me make a mistake, make sure you shout that out in the chat. That way we can tighten it up and get everybody accounted for. There's Keauhou, and unofficially, they look like they're in that 3rd place position. It looks to me like Keauhou all the way on the inside, on that top left-hand side of your screen right there, going towards the left-hand side of your screen. They're just passing Kona in right now. That beautiful red roof you see on top right there. They're going to make their way past Huli Palace, and they're going to finish up strong. But on their inside, giving them rubs, is Kauai Canoe Club, the champions from the week before. But it looks to me like Keauhou Canoe Club came hydrated. They came formulated, and they came with a game plan to take this gold unofficially from Kauai. This is our Masters 40, and unofficially there's Keauhou Canoe Club with a strong first place finish going back and forth, and unofficially there is, that may have been actually Kamehameha Canoe Club. Unofficially, yep. There we see Kaehi too. We're going to clean that up. If you want those official results, make sure you go to Moku o Hawaii's website. You'll see regatta results, and you'll be able to see the official results. You can track your crew and see how they're doing on their way to states. States this year will be inter-island. That's paddlers from Oahu, paddlers from Maui, paddlers from Molokai, paddlers from Hawaii Island, all gathering together in historic Ke'ehi Lagoon in Oahu. And that race will be happening in August. So all of these crews are working and working and working week after week to make their way towards states. That was our women's Master 40 race. Unofficially, first place, Keauhou Canoe Club, making their way for the AA division. Looks like they're trying to take the title today for that one. We got our drone back here, ladies and gentlemen, and we're starting to take a small break. We're going to bring you back with the men's Masters 40s race. And that'll be some of our last few races we cover here today. I see my producer, he's shaking his head. He's pleading with me. He's telling me, OC1, please do not cut off this coverage. But ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately, due to capacity, we will need to cut our coverage a little bit after our 50s race. If you want this coverage to continue, if you want all day coverage from the morning to the very bitter end, that mixed open race, make sure you continue to support what we do. Click our Patreon link in the description. Join us at a Boat Holders Guild level, or join us at that prestigious Dream Believer status, so that we can keep these productions going with you as long as possible. We're going to take a quick break here. We're going to bring back the Men's Masters 40 live here on Big Wave Media Hawai'i. Making their way on over, of course, ladies and gentlemen, we are here live at Kailua Kona Pier. You look at that beautiful view, ladies and gentlemen. Let me lay out for a second and let you just view it. Just gorgeous. Kailua Kona. You got Kona Inn in the backside right there with that beautiful, iconic red roof. You see Hulehe'e Palace. My goodness. Now, this is the Men's Masters 40s race, and our drone is scoping around, making sure they get the start over here, because the race is on. This is a half-mile race. This race was taken last week by, you guessed it, Keauhou, ladies and gentlemen, and Hei Pualani. We're going to see if those gentlemen can take this race again. This is the Men's Masters 40s race at the Keauhou Regatta. Whoa, boy, that's Keauhou coming out with a strong stroke. Look at that hole cutting through the water. That to me looks like number 54. That's Keauhou Canoe Club, all shirtless, looking sharp, making their way, trying to paddle, trying to get towards the top dog, which is right there, number 59. That looks like, oh boy, is that Eddie Hayward steering that canoe? As Eddie Hayward, we caught him on the microphone at one of our OC1 races, and it does look like they're going for the gold here. Unofficially, we're gonna check it out. We got Puna Canoe Club right here. We see their nice, big, iconic stroke, but our drone's gonna whip around, swoosh around. They're coming around the other side. All of our canoes are working from the right-hand side to the left-hand side. Now that's going south. That's going towards Keauhou side right here. And just about half a boat length ahead, I'm seeing Keauhou, and flanking them on their outside right there, looks like Keauhou Canoe Club. Keauhou Canoe Club came out of the hole with a bat out of heck. That hole was moving. That hole was just slicing through the water. But Keauhou is the first one into the turn. Eddie Hayward expertly pinning the ama right on the flag. Can he make his way out? Now, Hei Pualani, fast on the straights, not as fast in the turn. You see they're making their way out of the turn, but so is Keauhou with that blue and yellow ama. They're making their way out. This looks like it's going to be a very, very good race. Right there, that looks like, oh, Kamehameha Canoe Club. We love Kamehameha Canoe Club. We love seeing them on the screen. That's a great sight to see. Good job, Kamehameha Canoe Club. But looks like they're in the back right there. They're making their way towards the front. We see a nice strong race right here, and that's a 4-canoe boogie right there. That's what I like to call it. We see Keauhou on the bottom with that blue and yellow ama. That looks like Keauhou just above them on the top right. And then on the top left right there, we see Keauhou. And then just above them, that right there is Puna. Now Keauhou working their tails off, and they got everyone in, all 6. That steersman is not poking. He's trying to make his way. They look like they got, oh man, that's a half a boat length, but Puna is making a slight move on the inside. Puna looks like they might start making their way. They're walking that canoe. They're trying to make their way to the finish. That finish will take place at the flags that you're gonna see pop in on your right hand side, and unofficially it looks like Keauhou is going to take the second week in a row's first place finish for the Men's Masters 40, unless Puna's making making a move right here. They're dialing it up. They're making their way, and unofficially, Puna with a little bit of a squirt towards the end, and it looks like they're gonna make their way towards the finish. This is the dramatic conclusion of our men's Master 40 race. Those guys are hurting right now. And finishing at an angle. Holy guacamole! That was a finish for all times. I think we're gonna have to take a look at the photos for that one. I saw 3 canoes finish at just around the same time. Those paddlers are exhausted. That's a bunch of 40-plus-year-old paddlers working their tails off. There's Keauhou Canoe Club. That was a 4-canoe boogie right there. Here's, looks like Kamehameha Canoe Club coming in nice and strong on the tail end right there. That's a big race. Not worth that many points, because the more canoes you have in your race, the more points that it's worth. But we're gonna go to Moku's website to bring you the official results. Right now, we're gonna take a quick break from our coverage. We're gonna try and bring you 1 or 2 more races, but ladies and gentlemen, our day here with Big Wave Media Hawai'i is coming to a close very soon. Make sure you click the links in our bio. Make sure you support us. Make sure you support the people that support us. Go adopt Rugby, that beautiful dog from Hawaii Island Humane Society. We'll be back with some of our 60s Masters races, and then we're gonna cut it out there. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for joining us here on Big Wave Media Hawai'i. Hoi. Man, I can't get enough of it. Look at that iconic lineup right there. You love to see it. That's on the Makai side, looking at Kona right now. We are lined up right now. My name is O.C. Juan here with you all today, and we're lined up with our women's Master 60 race. Looks like we've got about 5 canoes out there right now. We got 3 more canoes making their way to the lineup right now. Now, last week at the Keauhou Papakimetete Regatta, first place was taken by Puna. We're gonna see who can take it here. We just had a dramatic finish to our men's Masters 40. I was over here talking to our main man, Kavika Singsong. If you haven't checked out his footage, you gotta check out Kavika Singsong. His footage is dynamite. This guy's covering everything here in Hawaii. And we were talking story a little bit about the race. We thought it could have gone any which way 3 ways. We're gonna give you the official results to that men's Master 40 very soon. But right now, we got the exciting start to our women's Master 60 race. The women are coiled up. The flag is up. They're flagging it. And they're off. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the official start of the women's Master 60 race here at Keauhou Regatta with Moku o Hawaii and the Hawaii Canoe Racing Association. These are our 60-plus-year-old Masters women's racers. Now, looks like right there we've got canoe number 58. 58, that's Keauhou, of course, Keauhou. 59, that's Kai Ehi2. Nice, strong stroke right there from those ladies. Silver-haired ladies right there. Way to go. Oh, yeah, our drone. That's beautiful footage right there. Yep, that to me looks like, oh, yeah. Is that number? Oh, yeah. Is that Kamehameha Canoe Club? 51. Kamehameha Canoe Club, you go 51. Oh, excuse me. Kauai Canoe Club. Way to go, Kauai Canoe Club. Looking good. Had me fooled right there. Right there looks like number 55. 55. Now that's Kamehameha Canoe Club. Yeah, that's a nice looking stroke right there. That gold. Yep. All the way from Hilo, working their way on over. Good job, ladies. Way to go.
67.
Looks like we got number 67 on the screen right now. 67, our highest number. Hoe Mana Canoe Club. Put on a pretty amazing long distance race. We'll talk more about that later on. But it looks like we got number 60. That's Waikoloa Canoe Club right there. Purple and white, one of the only canoe clubs to be purple. Nice look, rebranded by Aloha Oi this year. Good looking crew right there. Oh yeah. And there's our winners from last week, 57. Puna. But I'll tell you what, this race is nothing like it was last week. Last week was a hard-fought battle, and this one looks like it might be one as well. So it actually might be very similar to what we saw last week. We see about 4 different ladies' canoes. Our drone is just swooshing around, taking a look at all these 60s masters paddlers, seeing that iconic Kona coastline. Oh, man, and look at this 5-canoe turn right here. This is West Hawaii Surf Shots. This is Brian Kisper bringing you guys exactly what you want to see. All these canoes getting into the turn at the same time, baby. And it looks like maybe, just maybe, Puna's out. Puna's out on the inside. What other club is going to come out? They're all stuck in that turn. That's the hard part, ladies and gentlemen. Getting ready to restart the canoe, get that hull back up to speed, and come back with the same veracity that you started the race with. Our drone is locking in on this battle right here, but looks like with a comfortable boat length lead for the 2nd week in a row. It does seem to me like Puna Canoe Club will be taking first place yet again in the Women's Masters 60 race. These ladies right here look strong. They look long, and they look like they're ready to start making a run for the state championships this year. We're going to keep an eye on every single division, and we're going to keep making sure we comment on what we're noticing. We're seeing clubs start to work their way up. We see Keauhou Canoe Club really starting to take some more podiums. We see Keauhou establishing themselves as a dominant canoe force here on this island. And we're seeing all these other canoe paddlers working their way through this season, trying to figure out the races within the races. There's our canoe club we were just talking about. There's Keauhou right there, ladies and gentlemen. Oh yeah, nice stroke, ladies. Looking good. That looks like Keauhou we just got a quick peek at. Oh, but that's not quite a clinical exhibition. I like to call a clinical exhibition something that is over 10 seconds of a finish. This looks more like a standard race, but Puna is handedly in the lead right here. They got nice stroke. They got big, strong bodies. I'm telling you, their children's divisions, not as strong, but Puna's adult division has something special in their training regimen, because we see it time in and time again. Puna with some strong, time-tested canoe paddlers, and we're seeing it right here in the Women's Masters 60s division for the climactic finish to this race here, as Puna unofficially takes that first place finish yet again. They're picking up their bolt holders right there. You love to see that ohana helping each other out, bringing themselves in, and that is the finish to our Women's Masters 60 race. Now I'm gonna dive into our results here and see if we can't get a look on any of our exciting finishes from before, ladies and gentlemen, because we have had some very exciting races. We're just waiting on a few more of our results. We did get a big shout out in our chat. Again, big shout out to Keauhou Canoe Club. We got a big shout out to the Keauhou ladies, the Women's Masters 40, who did officially take first place with a time of 4 minutes and 24 seconds. We did speak to one of those paddlers just a few weeks ago. That's Janae Green. So way to go, Janae Green, to you and your crew right there. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we're waiting for a few more results here. We're going to take a quick break here, and we're going to bring you 1 or 2 more races here today. Make sure you subscribe. We're going to be here week in, week out, bringing you this high-flying Hawaiian canoe paddling action. We'll be back very soon with the Men's Masters 60 race. Thank you. Keep checking out Big Wave Media, Hawai'i, and Hoi Wa'a. Ho, 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 ladies and gentlemen. And here we are. This is going to be the final race that we get to cover here today. This is Men's Master 60. This is race number 37 of the day right here. And the race is on, ladies and gentlemen. This was a race taken last week by an unexpected crew from Waikoloa. Waikoloa Canoe Club up in Waikoloa, coached by Junie Bug himself, and they were checking it out. Big mahalo again make sure you check out Kavika Sing Song's footage. Check you later, my man. We got an exciting race here today, ladies and gentlemen. And I just had to give a hui ho to our friend. He was right next to us. I'm telling you, his coverage is dynamite. Just like what we got going on here at Big Wave Media Hawai'i. We got Puna Canoe Club right there. This is some hard-fought 60-year-old plus battles right here. That looks like number 63. 63 is Huiva'a o Waiakea with Troy Parker Bailey in the front. We did get to catch him up after the Yamagata challenge. Now that's our winners from last week. That's 60. That's Waikoloa Canoe Club. That looks like maybe Alex in the front. My friend Alex right there. Another winner we spoke to at the Yamagata challenge. There's boat number 54. That's Keauhou Canoe Club. Keauhou Canoe Club with some master 60-year-olds. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is an exciting half-mile race. Now, last week, this race was taken by Waikoloa Canoe Club, an unexpected group of silver-haired foxes who have worked together in Waikoloa. Junibug has brought together quite a team of players there. Kristen Joy has restructured and outfitted the team with some good-looking new jerseys with her company Aloha Oi Designs, and they are looking like they're sliding into a pretty good season right here. This is an excellent battle right here. Our drone is locked in on the turn right now, and that is great footage right there. We see both canoes on the right-hand side sliding into their turn. Oh no, and just clip the flag a little bit. Who's going to come out of the turn first? It looks like Waikoloa is going a little bit wide right there. Everyone's calling out. This is great footage right here. Those two canoes on the right-hand side of your screen, excuse me, 3 canoes on the right-hand side of your screen are lockstep right now. They are stroke for stroke, making their way all the way back towards the top of your screen. That's the Kona side of your screen right there, and they're making their way back towards the finish line right now. Our drone is lingering just a little bit on the back of our pack right here. We're seeing, it looks like maybe Kauai Canoe Club, and that looks like, oh boy, is that Laka right there? That might be Laka right there. And it looks like we've got Keauhou Canoe Club, but towards the front top left-hand side of our screen, we're gonna take a look because we got our finishers making their way towards the end of this race. Oh yeah, oh, I was mistaken. That's Keauhou too right there with my main man Mana in the front. You go, Mana, good job. And right there, whoa. Hey now, there's Puna. There's Puna right there. Puna Men working their way, but we're swooshing our way towards the front because we got a battle amongst battles right now. Last year, that middle canoe, last week, Waikoloa took the victory. But it looks like we've got a battle right now between 63, Hui Ova'a o Waiakea, Waikoloa right there in the middle of your screen, and then at the tippity top of your screen right there, that does look like boat number 54, which if I'm not mistaken, is our friends at Keauhou Canoe Club. So we just got a 60-year-old battle going on right now. This is what you love to see. This will be the last race we get to live stream here today due to just some limitations with our capacity. Make sure you join our links in our description so you can see all the exciting races from this entire season. But it looks to me like just on the inside, Huiva'a o Waiakea may have just taken the victory from Waikoloa at the very end. Oh, and with just a quarter of a boat length unofficially. Huiva'a o Waiakea, followed by Waikoloa, followed by Keauhou Canoe Club. We got the rest of the pack coming in strong right here. Look at those beautiful flags flowing in the wind. It has been a beautiful day for some regatta racing here. We are at Kailua Kona Bay. We're here with Big Wave Media Hawai'i. We've been honored to bring you the Keauhou Regatta live from Kailua Kona Pier. We will have to take a break here from our live stream coverage. If you liked what you saw, make sure you like what you saw. Make sure you subscribe to what you saw. Make sure you take a moment to share it to your enemies so your enemies can see exactly what you're working on right here. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is O.C. Juan. I'm here with Big Wave Brian. We give a big shout out to Leah Lucine, our independent filmmaker who helped bring this production to light. We also give it up to Andrew from HLE Pro who helped bring a lot of this technical direction together. We also wanted to give a big shout out to our sponsors at Pericles Psychotherapy, Meredith Osbill, Poahi Auto, Susan Shaw. Now, if you yourself want to be a donor, make sure you click the link in our description to join our Patreon at any level that works for you. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been an honor bringing to you this Keauhou Regatta. We will be back here for the final regatta from Kailua Kona Pier with the Kaiopua Kamehameha Day Regatta on June 6th. Keep an eye out for more of our social media. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. We're gonna pause right here. We got our drone coming into the beach as we speak. And huge mahalo to Big Wave Brian for taking over the microphone while your guy over here, OC Juan, had to jump in and try his best to paddle a race. It didn't go the way I had hoped for, but that's okay. I'm gonna work this whole week and come back next week even stronger. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been an honor. It's been a pleasure. We'll be back with our next regatta racing on June 6th, right here from Kailua Kona Pier. Thank you again. This is OC Juan with Big Wave Media Hawai'i and Hoi Wa'a.